Good morning. It's Wednesday, day something. 5 of the trip, 4 of Colorado. We got snow last night. Unfortunately, the ground's so warm that it's pretty much melted already. There's a little bit left on the fender flares of the Jeep, but we did get it. It was cool to look at. I'm hoping higher up in the mountains they get something that's going to stick for a little while. Right now we are heading to Durango. We're gonna get bagels for breakfast bagels in Durango at this little local bagel place, and I think we're gonna roll on to Silverton, who should have got more snow. It's supposed to be snowing steady for a while there, so we'll see if that's the case and how the roads are, but otherwise we're gonna roll on, so let's go. Got some fog in the mountains. Getting into Durango. Time for food. This is a really neat town to come to.
Everybody's in masks, even outside.
Yeah.
Probably because it keeps their face dry in the rain.
This is a very hip town. At least it tries to be.
I think the bagel place is that way, next to the theater. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it is. I forgot that it jogs over. Well, it's like over here.
Yeah.
Because it curves. Let's get that place.
It's for sale. They're building a new place.
Hopefully that one doesn't get shook over.
Yeah. It doesn't sell. Are they open?
Walking around downtown Durango looking for somewhere to eat. Most things appear to be closed. Others are busy. But this looks neat, so we're gonna see what's here.
Dog parking. Looks like a coffee shop.
So it is coffee only. We don't drink coffee and we want food. So next. So coffee shop inside. Outside they have like little food truck trailer things. So we are splitting a breakfast burrito. Might eat, there's bigger restaurants in Silverton, so we might eat a little more of a meal there. So we're just gonna split this and roll on. So these are our halves burritos. So we got bacon, they've got
Hash browns,
cheese,
Chipotle ranch.
Yeah, so each one of these is half.
And salsa.
Plus salsa. So if you get one, you better be hungry. Nom nom nom. We are back down to, so if you ever hear of the the train, the runs between Durango and Silverton. That's typically the station. I guess right now that one's closed.
The depot's open, but the train isn't running from there.
Okay, so the depot's open, the train's not running. But that's where it typically runs out of. That's a good little bagel sandwich place. But they were pretty busy and it's all different. You can't go in because of COVID, so we went elsewhere. But it is good.
We went elsewhere and stood outside and ate because we didn't want to stand in.
Yeah, I know. Alright, here we are. Heading out of Durango. It's like 45, 46 miles. There's a Jeep doing Jeep stuff. Got the doors on, so they're probably okay, but they're probably getting some cool mist coming in. We are about halfway there, heading up, going up Red Mountain Pass. We're probably 20 or 25 miles from Silverton. Gorgeous views. A lot of fog and mist in the mountains. A little bit of snow up high. Some of the houses still have snow on top of them. Not a lot, but didn't expect a whole lot because it's warm. It's been warm out. It was 92 days ago, so we're not looking for it to stick. But we're excited that we've gotten to see as much as we have. We'll get on down into Silverton, show you around there a little bit, and then head on out to Animas Forks.
And it's still snowing. It turned into snow.
So the higher we go, there is snow in the trees. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. Does not feel like September. Does not feel like it was 92 days ago. This is the Colorado that I have been missing. It's always awesome to come out here, but this has been missing for a while, at least from when I've been out here. This is great. $35. Foggy, snowy, wonderful. Hope y'all don't mind a lot of driving video, but the mountains, they're just good to look at. So we are on a road trip and we are rambling back roads, so I don't feel bad about putting driving video, especially when you're looking at this. It just does not get much better than this. We just stopped at an overlook. It is legit snowing. Huh? Oh. Oh. One vehicle that was on our bumper, ever since one flew around us and the one in front of us, another one was on our bumper for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles. Such a hurry to get somewhere, pulled in, and they're just sitting in the parking lot. So apparently they weren't in that much of a rush. But the roads aren't frozen, But it's about 33 degrees and they're wet, so there's no reason to be stupid about it. We are leaving Molas Pass Summit, heading back down. We're a little over 10,000, 10.5 in elevation. That is Silverton. Main Street, Silverton. High noon hamburgers.
Lone Spur Cafe.
Good morning.
Yeah.
We are just circling back to the gas station to top off the tank. Then we're gonna head out to Animas Forks. So we're kind of skipping Silverton right now, but we'll be back and we will roam around, show you some things here after a while. Got to work up a hunger to have a late lunch since we had a late, somewhat breakfast. Got to work up a hunger because while we're here, we need to get some of the good food in this town. 63 or 4 Cadillac limousine. Now that's classy. I'm gonna have to ask about that when we come back into town. That is so cool. See the buckets?
Do you see them?
Pretty cool. if you're getting seasick,
It's a little bumpy.
it's a little bumpy. It's all part of the experience, though. Not for what they intended either.
No. Waterfall in a cabin. You smell that?
So fresh.
Hi, buddy.
We made it to Animas Forks. Pardon my breathing. Air's thin and it's cold. Imagine waking up and seeing this every morning for a view. Do you like our new house? Especially remodeled. Going in. Beauty of the Rockies. Gotta love it. It's happening. We are out here in this, and she wants to drive. It's not technical, but she's usually not up for this, so we're gonna seize the moment. She's driving. Not yet. I feel like it's coming up close here though. She'll be coming around the mountain very slowly.
Hey.
That should work for us. If you ever wonder what it's like to be in a Jeep or a vehicle on these back roads, this is pretty much it. Like, I'm holding the camera as still as I can. Oh.
And I'm going like 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, she's going, like, the needle is
Basically zero.
Yeah, it's basically zero. So we are barely moving. It's just that rough. There's the outside. There's the road. So yeah, it'll settle your lunch, which is good because once
Now
you
we
get
have
to
more room for
once you get to Silverton, it's time for lunch. So here we go. We're back on the smoother portion of the road. We're pretty much off of the pass now, just on the maintained road heading back into Silverton. Not really sure where we're going to stop. If you watch our videos at all, there's certain things you're going to pick up on. One, we're never really sure where we're going. Two, I ramble quite a bit. What else is there? Three, we usually start with either so or we. It usually leads off the sentences. Yeah, we like going different places for food. So, I'll add to that list later. Item number 5. I may not always appear happy, but I am typically, almost always chill and in a good mood. I just don't.
Except for when you're not.
Except when I'm not. I just don't outwardly show it.
He's smiling on the inside.
I'm smiling on the inside. Number 6. I mess up words a lot. And they're usually left in the videos because, you know, this is not scripted, this is live. 7. I'll come back for 7. Right of the West Mill. Don't know if you can see it on the video, but they're really small flakes, but snow's really coming down pretty good. Back in Silverton, we just parked the Jeep and we're just gonna hoof it to somewhere. Basically, how we're picking what sounds good for food is we're following the smells.
And something smells good.
Something smells really good, and it seems like it's more in this direction. So we're just gonna walk and find. So we're going to split something so we have room. We are at the Bent Elbow here in Silverton. Hotel, restaurant, and saloon. That is an amazing burger. Yeah. Heck to the yeah. We are leaving the Bent Elbow.
Which was so good.
So good. Like every restaurant
Best fries I've ever
I've
had.
been to here in Silverton is really good. But that place, the burgers were amazing. Juicy, cooked just right, so good. And the fries were just like spectacular. So that being said, we ate more than we were going to, so we're full. So unfortunately, the funnel cakes are likely not going to happen. And Old Town Square is for sale. This is so cool. And we had a poet recite. He's an old cowboy poet, and I didn't get I didn't film it, so I don't know why, but I didn't. So he's gone. So maybe next time, if he happens to be sitting in there again next time.
Which apparently he comes around quite a bit.
Apparently he's a local that comes around. So. All right, heading back. That's a cool truck. Those are really cool tables.
Pretty cool stained glass.
Yeah, cool stained glass in the back. We are walking back to the Andrews Lake Scenic Overlook. Listen. Oh, wow. Thin air. Plus I'm fat, so that doesn't help. But no, the air is just, it's fresh, but it's thin. It's wonderful. Ah!
Hey, stop that. Gotcha. You're such a dork. Ah!
That's basically what it said, keep on keeping on, man.
Look, a lake.
We found the lake. Lake Andrew. Andrews Lake. I dubbed the Lake Andrew.
He's going for it, guys. It's going down.
These are not hiking boots.
Did you make it?
You made it. Look how clear it is. Look at that. It's so clean and clear.
Look at it some more. Just keep looking.
But don't look down.
Would you just look at it?
Sometimes you gotta stop and say, would you look at that?
Heading out of Silverton. Going up.
Back in Durango. We're just passing through town. Because this is where 550 meets 160. And 160 takes us back to Pagosa. Cruising back. Don't really know what we're doing. We might take
Just kidding.
might take a little ride this evening. This was supposed to be chili night. Realistically, like, we had half a burrito for a late breakfast, and then we had that burger and stuff for a late lunch, and that was more food than we've had for a while. So we are stuffed. So supper's probably just not going to happen at all. If anything, we'll grab something super light late.
Gummy bears.
Gummy bears. Anyway, rolling on down the road. On the road to Pagosa still. Really hoping to see elk. We haven't for a while. It's been too hot and dry. Still don't expect to see them, because even though it cooled off and we got some moisture, it's not much in the grand scheme of things. It was awesome. We're super thankful for it. But it's not enough to do enough to get the animals come back down. So they're all up at higher elevation where it's cooler, and things are a little more green. But we're being hopeful. So we are scanning the sides, looking to see if there happen to be any out in the fields. If there are, we'll show you one. But there's probably not going to be this trip. So, you can hope, but don't expect much. Next.